Hello everyone, it's Attacker72 here, and for today, welcome back to another review for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC Booster Pass. The fourth wave has been out for about a couple days now, and the fourth wave comes with another review talking about its 8 tracks. But this time, unlike the past three, reviews I've done of the past 3 waves, this time I'll also be talking about the addition of the characters. And now with Birdo being added, it really is appropriate to not just talk about the courses, but also the addition of a new character. Birdo isn't technically a new character since she's basically more of a returning character who hasn't appeared in Mario Kart Wii, but nonetheless, at least a new character overall. Just like in the past videos, I will be talking about my thoughts and opinions about all 8 tracks now with a new character, and I'll basically talk about how much they updated the crap from the past courses, how visually good it looks, the music, and the tracks layout. And with that, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and let's get started reviewing the 4th wave for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC Booster Pass. So coming in with the newest wave comes a new character, being Birdo, who, like I mentioned, has not appeared in a new Mario Kart game since, I guess you can say, Mario Kart Wii. I would say she did appear in Tour, but I honestly wouldn't count that. Birdo is a medium weight class, and it was a nice addition to have a character who hasn't really been in the Mario Kart series in quite a long time. I've stated before her reveal as part of this one that I felt it was so strange to have Birdo not appear in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe when the game first came out back in 2017, and now being added, a medium weight class is not as bad as I thought. And this is only the first character, but according to what you see here on the official Mario Kart 8 roster, it looks like we'll be having 5 more characters in the rest of the remaining waves. I assume there will be like 2 characters in like the 5th wave, and then the rest 3 will be on the 6th wave. Overall, Birdo is a nice addition, and just like with Yoshi and Shy Guy, she also has 8 different color variants, which I don't understand how Birdo got color variants and Toad doesn't, but hey, I mean, I don't mind, honestly. So yeah, Birdo, nice addition. Can't wait to see the other characters in the near future. First off, Amsterdam Drift for the Fruit Cup. The Fruit Cup features the place of Amsterdam, which I was told by a friend that I think they went there before, but overall, how does the course look? Well, the course itself is really nice looking, and it definitely visualized it very better than the one in Tour. Not only that, the music is great, and like with every single Tour course, there's always something changing every single lap, from the fact that you can go underwater and then going backwards. That's usually a thing with Tour courses, but this one is definitely really great visualized looking. So overall, I'll give this about a 7 out of 10 overall, and basically a great, nice addition to as our first course for the Fruit Cup. Next up is Riverside Park from Mario Kart Super Circuit for the Game Boy Advance. Now, while I am not a fan of Super Circuit overall because of how oddly mediocre it is, Super Circuit as a whole, when it comes to tracks, can be a bit creative with their courses. This one, kind of like with Snowland, is basically a bit of a simple and basic looking course. Though I do really love the additions such as the moving piranha plants going in left and right, along with blowing the mushrooms on top of it, and if you ever hit them, a mushroom will fall out of it. Plus, you can also come out of that waterfall, which is really nice. And comparing it from the original, yeah, you can tell how much they updated this a lot. Music is kind of okay in my opinion, but yeah, it's pretty basic. Nothing too much to say about it. So it's about a 6.5 out of 10. Next up is we got ourselves a fan favorite course, DK Summit for Mario Kart Wii. I never thought I would see DK Summit in this one, and I didn't mention it in one of my predictions last year, so it is really nice to see DK Summit coming out. Now with the addition of the ramps now fully, required, and especially with the bikes, it's even more of a fun experience than ever. And I honestly can't really remember if you can still do that shortcut, because you can do that with, I think, Mushroom Gorge and, Rock Mountain from 7, but I wasn't too sure whether you can still do that same shortcut with the looping hills and all, and the holes in the bottom and everything else. I haven't really tried it yet, but maybe I will. But yeah, DK Summit, really nice looking in HD. Music is still great overall, and the fact with the addition of the gliders makes the barrel cannon more of a great experience. It may seem a bit nostalgia point, but I'll maybe put it at around an 8 out of 10, with an 8 out of 10. Kind of really do wish there was still some gravity segments in this one. Next up, and the last course for the Fruit Cup, is the all-awaited brand new course, Yoshi's Island. In the past few waves, we began a few new courses, going from Sky High Sunday, Ninja Hideaway, and then I forgot what the third one was. But with this one, now it is pretty much a brand new course based off from Super Mario Land 2, Yoshi's Island, and you can tell Nintendo put a lot of effort into this course. Music is a really great remix of Yoshi's Island as a whole. The whole course itself has a lot of Yoshi Island references, especially with the piranha plants going on the floor and in the logs. You can even see a lot more in the background, from the castles to the floating islands to the clouds with the castles in it. Then there's also, the moving birds. You can see, I can't really remember their names. Then there's the chain shops, and not only that, the coins are also shown as Yoshis. And what's even more better is that if you fly, you can also see a small flying cloud that reveals secrets, just like the original, which reveals a bridge path. And you can also see the goalpost, which is you see in every end of the Yoshi Island game. I really love how they put a lot of effort into this. And what makes it even better is that in the beginning of the course, it shows the tune before you start off the level of Yoshi's Island, and then when you end a level, it also plays at the very end when you finish a lap. This is becoming one of my top 10 favorite DLC courses in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe overall, and it's really great to see how much they appreciate it. Makes me kind of wish they make another Yoshi Island game right after Crafted World, as Yoshi Island as a series seems a bit underrated in terms of the Nintendo community as a whole. Overall, 10 out of 10, just for one, and this is the best course that I've seen in the 4 DLC wave, but we still have the Boomerang Cup. Next up is Bangkok Rush, as part of the Boomerang Flower Cup. This is our first course overall, and I must say, I knew that Bangkok Rush was going to be added at some point, or maybe I can't really remember if I predicted this right, but yeah, I love the shortcuts, I love the music, I love how they visualize it, and unlike in the original for Mario Kart Tour, you can actually, do a trick shot on the boats, which I love that nice detail. There's even more shortcuts when you go up the stairs and then going all the way down there. You can also bounce on the shops, which I really do appreciate, and then the gliding segments, it makes it even more great and refreshing as it is. Bangkok Rush is really great visually, music-wise is good, and it's obviously, another point of Tour where every lap always changes with every single one. Unfortunately, I can't honestly say the same thing about Mario Circuit from DS, and, I don't really mind another DS course. It could either be like Luigi's Mansion, Delfino Square, or, I don't know, Airship Fortress, but why Mario Circuit, of all things? Not only is it really basic, but it's definitely not a worthwhile course to be going through. I kind of said something mean to, Riverside Park, but with Mario Circuit in general, I just don't think this was necessary. This really kind of feels like a Toad Circuit situation, and I honestly would have preferred this course in the very first wave than Toad Circuit overall. Honestly, I just don't understand this choice of all, which like I said, I could have chosen Airship Fortress over this, and yeah, I don't really think there's a lot I can say about it. It's pretty boring, nothing else. I do love some of the additions though, such as like the Wigglers and the Forest segment, but even then, it honestly doesn't help from this course pretty much being ranked as a 4 out of 10. Next up, another fan favorite course from the old Mario Kart games. Mario Kart's Double Dash, the Mario Kart Double Dash's Waluigi Stadium. It was in between both Waluigi Stadium or Wario Stadium, but now with Waluigi Stadium, you can tell that the Waluigi fans are really eating right now, given that we just got Waluigi Pinball in the second wave, and now with Waluigi Stadium now being part of the fourth wave. And I really love this course here. I do love some of the additions, such as the gravity segments now being a part of it, as whenever you go off the trick ramps, you can also go on top of it, which I can't really remember if that was part of the original nor in the version back in Mario Kart Wii. And music is such a banger as ever. It didn't really need to be remixed at all. And with that, and yeah, while they did remove some parts of it, because in the original Mario Kart Double Dash course, they did remove the eyes on some of the signs, but even if that's the case, there's a lot of really nice textures into the course itself. It's really interesting how we came far from basically Mario Kart fans, you know, whining from the fact that, you know, we went from basically grass being too polygonic and not too, you know, way too not too textured to basically having mud effects in the ground. But the textures don't really matter. It's really all that matters is how they pretty much updated this. Great overall. It's about a 7 out of 10. And last but not least, the very last course for the Boomerang Cup is Singapore Speedway. And Singapore Speedway was also one of the courses that I predicted last year, and I love how they updated this a lot. Music is great. I loved some of the segments and artifacts and, you know, areas that pretty much feels like you're in Singapore, such as the iconic lion statues spewing out water out of its mouth, and I really love how whenever you glide all the way up to this building, there's like this pool with Goombas on floaties. I really love that detail over there. Not only that, the gliding segments makes it even better, and especially going to Chinatown. I think that was Chinatown I noticed during my first playthrough of this course. And, you know, there's really nothing else I can say about it, so it's about a 9.7 out of 10 for visual-wise, how much they updated it. Music is great, and I love some parts, and like with every tour course, it changes every time depending on the lap. Well, I wouldn't really say change because the second lap has a different kind instead of just, you get what I mean. But yeah, that's just all I can say about the fourth wave for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's Booster Pass. Well, now with the addition of a brand new character and then 8 new additional courses. If I had to do my personal ranking on this, I would definitely put Yoshi's Island on the very top for its creativity and niceness. I could have put Singapore Speedway in second. Third would definitely be DK Summit. Fourth is Waluigi Stadium. Fifth would be Amsterdam Drift. I think sixth would be Bangkok Rush. Number 7 would be Riverside Park, and, you know, Mario Circuit. That's obviously the most boring one, so it's in last place. But let me know what your thoughts and opinions down below about this. What do y'all think about the fourth wave for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's DLC? Do you love some of the courses? Do you love what their choices are? And I want to know all your thoughts and opinions down below about this. And so with that, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos, follow my Twitter, and I'll see you guys next time. And remember this, once a legend, always a legend.